What's going on, guys? It's Insomnatech here, back with another video, and today we're going to be doing a full review and impressions of Assassin's Creed Origins. Don't go anywhere. So guys, I've played a lot of Assassin's Creed Origins over the Thanksgiving holiday and into December, and I can't give this game enough praise. First off, I want to talk about the platform I am using. I am playing this game on the Xbox One X. I do not own the other versions of the game, but I will say that I believe that the Xbox One X gives me the best balance of all experiences, like the high-end PC experience where you can run it native 4K, and then it gives me the console experience where I can sit back and play on my large television mounted on the wall or on a stand. It gives me that experience, and it's best of both worlds, and I think that really heightens the game for me specifically. I don't really want to sit at my desk and play a game that takes hours to play. Now, with that said, I am a big Assassin's Creed fan. I've been playing since the first game. My favorite Assassin's Creeds consists of Assassin's Creed 2 and Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. I also played Revelations, Black Flag 3, and Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Assassin's Creed Syndicate I really enjoyed. Didn't really enjoy 3 or Black Flag too much. Black Flag was okay, I thought, but I didn't think it was the height of the series like many people do. And I just want to note that this Assassin's Creed really gives you incentives to play. It has high-level items and loot in it that actually matter to the gameplay. Additionally, the story actually is pretty good for what it is. The Assassin's Creed games always have had okay stories, and this one doesn't disappoint in that regard. Let's talk a little bit about actually what you'll be doing in Assassin's Creed Origins. In Assassin's Creed Origins, you are the main protagonist, Bayek. Bayek is actually on a mission of sort of a revenge mission. I don't want to dive too much into the actual details of the story. The overall thing is Bayek is kind of on a revenge mission, and you're going through this world. Now, speaking of the world, we are in Egypt, and this has never been done quite like they've done in this game. This world is humongous, and when I say it's huge, I'm not saying this is like GTA 5 big. This game is, I believe, even bigger than that. There is several huge cities in this game and big deserts as well. You know, big doesn't always mean that there's stuff in that section to play and do. However, when you put this together as one big package, it really sells the experience of Egypt and what it means to be in that time period. Alright, the Assassin's Creed Egypt experience is amazing, and there is several things to do in this game. When you open your map for the first time in Assassin's Creed Origins, you actually may feel overwhelmed. There is a lot to do and the map is very big, but trust me, you'll eventually sort it out as you progress through the game. There is plenty of side quests and activities and even tournaments to do throughout this world. Now, one thing I really noticed as I was going through this world is there is a sense of discovery and imagination in these different areas of the game. You see the pyramids in the distance and you want to see what's there, and there is actually good things to find in this game. I know there is plenty of other RPGs out there where you go and explore, such as maybe Horizon Zero Dawn, and you just don't find anything there. There's nothing good to loot. There's nothing good to find. In this game, that is not the case. There is actually weapons and loot chests and things like that to find around the world. Now, another thing I really want to drive home with this review is the combat system. The combat system in all the other Assassin's Creed games, to me, always were very lackluster. They never lived up to what you wanted to do actually in the game. With that said, this new combat system really takes the game to another height. It really makes you think about your combat situation when you're fighting another enemy. You can use different power-ups, like pressing the RB and RT button will do a different combo move and give you a sort of power or like a rage mode. There are also a set of weapons you can use on your character. You can use 2 different types of swords and 2 different types of bows. You can also use smoke grenades, bombs, sleeping darts, different types of things. It gives you many different ways to tackle sections of the game, and that really comes in handy when tackling the fortresses of the game. These fortresses are guarded by many different types of enemies, and something I found very refreshing was the fact that when you enter these fortresses, it gives you a list of different objectives to tackle while you're there. A prompt will come up on the screen that says loot 2 chests, defeat 2 captains, and release 2 prisoners. When you're finished with those objectives, you have completed that fortress. And I think these are things in the game that really set this game apart from other Assassin's Creeds in the series. Not to mention, there are weekly activities and different main bosses to fight when you're finished with the game. When you're high enough level, you can go ahead and play those weekly activities, and they give you something to come back to the game for. I think this system is amazing, and more games should implement it. This is a single player game that is implementing a seasonal type of thing where every week you can come back and try a different boss or a different activity. Very good on Ubisoft's part for doing that. To sum all this up, I believe Assassin's Creed Origins is one of the best Assassin's Creed games in the series in general. Not only is it one of the best Assassin's Creeds, it's one of the best games of 2017. Now, I know Assassin's Creed is not going to be voted for Game of the Year, and there's a reason for that. And the reason for that is because this is an annual release from a big time publisher. We don't see Madden or FIFA winning any titles every year for Game of the Year. We also don't even see games like Destiny winning, but we all know these games are actually fairly good. Now, with that said, this Assassin's Creed game has set the bar very high comparatively to where it was before. Now, I know there's different studios that work on different Assassin's Creeds every year. Now, I hope they go to a more of a 2-year period like they've been doing over the last couple of years prior, and so they can actually take their time to make the type of game they've brought to the table here. But with that said, they've really set the bar high, and I hope the next Assassin's Creed comes in with the same type of passion for the series. Now, if I had to rate this game on a scale from 1 to 10, I would rate this somewhere in the 8.5 to 9 section. It's not the best game, it's not the best RPG out, but it is a phenomenal game, and it's very much worth your time. Hey guys, I want to thank you for tuning into my channel, The Insomnatech. Remember, you can always find me over on xboxnexus.com, on Facebook and Twitch /Insomnatech, or on Twitter @Insomnatech. Again, guys, thanks for tuning in. Please hit the like button on this video. It really helps the channel out. And if you're still here and you want your friends to know about Assassin's Creed Origins, hit the share button and share on one of your social media sites so they can actually experience this game for themselves. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you like what I do, think about subscribing.